You are solid and have a strong foundation. Your family, your culture and your community is very important to you. You are very grounded in your convictions and your beliefs. You do best in nature. You feel very much at home here. Nature is extremely healing for you. You are very disciplined in your work life. You are very organized, possess a lot of determination, and are very good with detail. You are a hard worker and able to see things through to the end. Your endurance is keen. There is a tendency to become overworked, but a short trip to your favorite place in nature makes everything better. When things get out of hand at work, it's important to find some time to play. This will lighten things up quite a bit. You possess an artistic flair that also needs to be expressed. With so many talents at your disposal, it can take some time before you truly find what you love doing on a long-term basis. Don't give up the search. You will definitely find your place. It's always important to stay focused on your current task at hand, and leave room for exploring new ideas. You have an inner guidance that will lead you exactly to where you need to be. In order to make sure that you don't drift too much in your professional and intimate life, stay strongly connected to your faith. This will ground you. And although you can be very determined, don't give in to being too stubborn or close-minded. Always leave room for expansion. Open yourself to new ideas and new concepts. This will allow you to grow in very healthy ways. One of your most ambitious goals in life is to acquire as much material possessions that you can. This makes you feel safe, but in actuality, it disconnects you from your spiritual gifts, which are extremely powerful. There seems to always be an inner conflict between the material and the spiritual, and this struggle can affect your personal relationships, whether it's family, friends or an intimate partner. Unconditional love is one of your biggest challenges, not only for others, but for yourself. But don't be afraid, you will master this at some point in your life. However, you may have to experience some very difficult lessons until then. Don't be hard on yourself. Just look at each lesson as a tool to help your soul's growth. The more direct route to inner peace is a path of service to others, but in doing so do not sacrifice yourself. Do a little experiment on yourself. Notice how your life changes when you focus on the materialistic side of life, as opposed to when you focus on the spiritual side of life. You'll soon understand exactly where you need to focus your energy if you are to have peace and love in your life. Unfortunately, all of these things also carry over into your intimate relationships. Materialistic approach equals challenges. Spiritual approach brings comfort and peace. Most importantly, learn to love others as you want to be loved. It's a hard thing to learn sometimes, but you are powerful enough to master it. Believe in yourself. Learn to let others be who they need to be. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, then release them graciously and move on. You'll find your place. It's out there waiting. Because you were born under the astrology sign of Capricorn, you can be resourceful, ambitious, determined, very organized, realistic, canny, patient, witty, loyal, goal-oriented, strong-willed, efficient, hardworking, fearless, responsible, thoughtful and completely irresistible. But you can also be insatiable, never satisfied, rigid, hold a grudge, overambitious, moody, overcritical, stubborn, a social climber and very competitive. Here are some suggestions on how you can bring positive change into your life. Learn to trust even when it's not easy. Break your own silly rules. Learn to express your emotions more freely. Open your heart to others. Be flexible and adaptable to change. Let go of grudges. Learn to be grateful. Forget about your status. Share with others, and don't be so bloody competitive. And for God's sake, learn to be warm and affectionate. And most importantly, learn to love yourself and others unconditionally,